Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Right, the main focus on this video, to be fair, is when I stop falling, um, is basically I'm going to be talking about, in my opinion, one of the best guilds I ever thought of joining. This is my alt account, not my main. So I did join another guild on here who I've not spoken about yet, called JAAG. Um, So basically, my guild, which obviously my amazing boyfriend is a part of here, uh, he, uh, well, me and him made an alliance basically with Jag, and then I decided to basically join them on my alt, and I will actually explain the reasons why I decided to join them. So basically, I was speaking to one of them before I joined, and to be honest, they made me feel like this was actually one of the better guilds for me to be in, mostly for friendship. Um, so I will actually talk about individuals in the guild as well. So the main person, of course, would be the leader, and her name is Kat. She is one of the most amazing and best leaders I've come across yet in a guild. Um, she definitely makes people feel welcomed, and she treats everyone with kindness, even people I personally would not say deserve it, you know. And she kind of keeps the guild going, you know. Um, like even though I've not been in the guild for that long, I actually feel like a part of them, and that's always important in a guild, in my opinion. Um, although a lot of guilds focus like just on guild points each season, which I know I've talked about previously, Cat also makes sure there's a sort of friendship within the guild, which I really like, personally like about her. She's also always willing to help other people. And to be honest, she is definitely one of the most kindest guild leaders I've seen on here before. Um, and that was kind of why I joined, actually, because I met Kat, and we both had problems with previous guilds being, well, not very great towards us, and we kind of had something in common, I suppose. And getting to know her first kind of made me feel that basically there's a connection, I suppose. Right. Well, anyways, Kat is definitely one of the better leaders in my opinion, and that is probably never going to change. I am going to stay in this guild long term because they are just amazing people. My boyfriend has just helped me grind for them at the moment. Um, because personally I think they actually deserve it. Um, so yeah, like I said, I'm going to be talking about individual people, or at least the people I've met and kind of, liked. And I do have quite a few friends in here. So the second person I will be talking about uh will be, I'm going to have to pronounce this the way I actually like to pronounce it, but it will be TT. It's not actually pronounced like that, but my pronunciation sucks. Alright, yeah. Now, they were actually one of my first friends in this guild because they were really welcoming when we joined up our guilds together. They were really kind and just an overall sweet person. Um, they're also a captain or elite in the guild, so they would probably be someone you would want to go to if you ever feel like you want to join. Um, they're also someone that I find is just like really easy to talk to. So, just like Kat, if like you have a problem or something, they're really kind. They listen, and they're not very judgmental. Um, and the majority of the guild actually seems to be that way, where they're just mostly really just really kind. Um, kind of more like a family, I suppose, to be honest, because they always have the tendency to mess around and like mess with you, like, and it's so funny. It's definitely like one of my highlights in the guild. Because it kind of brings us close, I think, because we can mess with each other and like no one's gonna take offense because it's just for fun, you know. Um, and I've never been in a guild that's just like so funny and so well connected. So that is definitely a good part of their guild. Just like how they can just mess with each other and like it's not taken seriously. Alright. Next person. Alright. My next person will be a bit interesting. And his name is Leroy. Now, Leroy literally, after Cat, of course, Leroy actually was one of the first members I ever met, and one of the friends I made, like one of the people I made friends with the quickest, because he was, just he was a very open person. And I find that's always good in a guild. Um, and there's not really anything bad to actually say about him. He is really kind to everyone. He's always willing to help other people or newer members to the guild. Um, he's helped me on more than one occasion with things that I needed to do in the game. So, and he is definitely one of the people you can probably mess with the most because everyone does it. I don't know why, but it's just really funny. Um, he he just yeah, he's very good with like the jokes and stuff. Um, and in my opinion, like he was definitely one of the kindest. Like I could feel I could be open with him and like I could feel really a part of the guild, and he was the person that kind of made me feel like I should join because he's the person I spoke to about it before anyone. Um, and he's the one that told me that everyone will make me feel welcomed, and and everyone would want me to join, and so I did, and I could really see that he was right. um I was very much welcomed, and I don't know, I kind of owe him a lot, I think, for getting me to join because this is one of the best guilds I've ever been in. And I don't think I will ever join a guild again. Like, this is the guild for me personally, and they definitely need new members. So I definitely would recommend joining if you want friends. Um, like really good friends, because they are the kindest people. As a guild, they help people all the time, and you know, even people that aren't necessarily in the guild, like TT, I've seen on more than one occasion, they will randomly go and help some random person. Um, Cat being another one. Um, Someone else I kind of like in the guild, but I actually don't talk to, especially on a personal level, is Witchy. Um, she's don't even know how I died. She, she, she is also one of the most kinder people that I've met for a while, and she does a lot for the guild. She grinds a lot too. Um, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know her very well, but I'd like to get to know her because ever since joining the guild, she's been kind to me, been very welcoming, kind of like all of them really. Um, and I'm actually really lucky to have them because despite the lack of members, um, it's still kind of like a family, I suppose, and a lot of the people in the guild have been playing for quite some time as well. So they're also like the best people to go to for advice with the game. Um, and I personally think, they would definitely help someone if you asked for it because that's just the type of people they are. They're always willing to be kind to another person and help them out. And one of the guild rules is no toxic behavior, which I really like because they only have two requirements: try and get 100 points per day, um, and no toxic behavior. So be nice to everyone. And I think they're really fair rules, and you know, it makes the guild a lot more of a pleasurable place to be in. Um, and yeah, so I'm on my alt account more than my main now because obviously I joined really late to their guild, so I'm kind of grinding the points to make up for it. And I'm doing pretty well so far. Um, but yeah, I've never met such a kind guild actually. They're all just willing to help and stuff. And I don't really think they could do with more members, especially for guild season, because a lot of us are having to grind so much to reach the higher ranks because we don't have as many members as them. And that's another thing. We don't have as many members as them, and yet the top ranked guilds do. But then again, the top ranked guilds just basically have anyone, and their main requirements get so many points per day. But it probably wouldn't matter if you was, not a nice person or something. Whereas it does matter in this guild. So that's probably why that despite, we're not as high as everyone else, I wouldn't leave this guild for a guild that is high ranking, because they don't have the same sort of connections and friendship as this guild has. And I think it'd be very hard to make that with a maxed out guild, you know. Um so alright, gonna quickly look on guild now actually. Another one I don't know very well just yet. Their name is Harleen. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right though. Um, they're another member I've not had much interaction with, but every time I have, they've been really kind. And and a lot of the guild are really talkative too. They talk a lot, which although can be frustrating in dungeons a lot, I think talking amongst each other is a good way for getting closer together. So I wouldn't really complain about that. Um, but yeah, from what I've seen in the guild so far, even though I've not been in it for that long, is everyone's kind, um, ready to help other people, and personally, just definitely one of the best skills I've ever been in because of it. And yeah, I definitely wouldn't change my guild. I definitely would stay in this guild for as long as they wish me to be in it. To be honest, because I personally prefer friendship over a guild obsessing over points each season and stuff like that. And I can really tell you that this guild is, they're all my friends. So if you do watch this video and you like it, please subscribe and please consider joining JAAG. The people to talk about it, rather, is Cat and Witchy, and TT. Um, because they can actually do infighting and they know more about the guild than I do, considering I've not been in it that long. So they're definitely the people to go to. But definitely at least try and get to know them, because they are super friendly to everyone, including people outside of their guild. And I just personally really admire them, because it's not easy always being nice to everyone. So do consider everything I say, and hopefully you liked the video, of course. And I will try and make more videos more often in the future, but obviously with me mostly being on World 0, it's kind of hard. But hopefully you guys liked it. And definitely speak to JAAG, anyone with the JAAG next to their name, because they are all really sweet people, and I've not had any real problems with them. So yeah, so much appreciated for you what's in this video. And I'm probably just gonna keep grinding with my boyfriend until I got the points I need. But see you all later, and I hope you all have a good day, and I really hope you all liked the video. So thank you for listening and watching. Goodbye.